interactive quiz game is my strategy. My name is Cadence Barnett. So what it is a interactive quiz game, and it is when a teacher uses an online source like Kahoot or Quizizz, and it creates questions for students about the lesson that week. When they present it to the students, they have to answer the questions that pop up. And doing an interactive quiz game matters because it makes learning engaging and provides immediate feedback to both students and teachers. It also helps students stay motivated through a fun, competitive format while reinforcing what they've already learned. It also shows teachers to see who understands the material and who needs more support. It helps students learn by actively recalling information, correcting errors right away, and strengthening understanding by participation and feedback. So I'm going to be using a standard to help show what it would be like in a real life classroom setting. So for my standard, it is a 6th grade standard, and it is in both written and oral expression, recognize vague pronouns or correct pronoun errors, including but not limited to subjective, objective, possessive, and intensive pronouns, recognize and correct inappropriate shifts in pronoun number and person, recognize variations from standard English, and implement strategies to improve expression in conventional language. The audience are 6th graders. They will identify vague pronouns, pronoun errors, correct shifts in pronoun number and person, and improve expression by addressing variations from standard English. They will be given correct and incorrect written and oral language samples in a Kahoot, and they will be expected to answer it with at least 90% accuracy. So that creates an objective that would be given correct and incorrect written and oral language samples in a Kahoot. 6th grade students will identify vague pronoun and pronoun errors, including subjective, objective, possessive, and intensive pronouns, correct inappropriate shifts in pronoun number and person, and apply strategies to revise language variations toward conventional English usage with at least 90% accuracy. So how does it work? I'm going to walk through with you how the strategy works. So first, the presenter would host a live quiz using Kahoot, Quizizz, or a Jeopardy-style game. Then the students would log into it and they would respond individually or in teams. And then the presenter would explain why each answer is correct or incorrect after each question. So the materials needed would be a quiz platform like Kahoot, Quizizz, or a Jeopardy-style PowerPoint game, and a device for each student, and then a projector or screen to display the questions. When in the lesson would I use it? I would use it at the end of a lesson to review key concepts, in the middle to check understanding, or before a test as a fun way to reinforce learning. So what do students do? Students would join the game individually or in teams, depending on what the teacher wants, and they would be expected to respond to a multiple choice or short answer question and get instant feedback on their answers. They engage competitively while reviewing material and seeing explanations for correct answers. And then what would I do with the information? So I would analyze the quiz results to see which questions students struggled with and which topics need more review. This information helps guide your next steps in instruction. So you might reteach certain concepts or just certain small groups that need extra help. So I'm going to demonstrate it now. So I would start as, I would tell the class that we're going to review what we learned about pronouns using a Kahoot quiz. Take out your device and go to kahoot.it. And when you go there, it should pop up a screen that looks like this picture below. And it would ask you to type in the game pin that I provide on the board. So due to me not having a class, I am going to show you how you would play solo. It is the exact same. I'm just not going to use a pin. So I'm going to click this. and it'll take me to this screen right here. We're going to go to classic mode, and it sets it up. So you see all these names adding right over here, and I'm going to click my name, and I'm going to enter my name. I'm going to hit OK Go, and it adds me in there. And now it'll pop up. So it's going to ask me the question, which sentence has a vague pronoun? And I'm going to be given 20 seconds to answer. And it says, it's going to give me all of these answer choices down below. And I have to read them and see which one I think is the correct answer. So blue is the correct answer. I'm going to click blue. And since it's correct, it tells me it's correct. It's going to be green. And if it was incorrect, it would say incorrect up here, and it would turn red like the ones down here. I'll hit next, and it shows me a podium of who got answers correct and who got answers incorrect, and who's in first place, second place, and third place. And so we're going to go back to my presentation. And so that's the demonstration for how to play a Kahoot. And after that, as a teacher, I could see what students answered, and if they struggled on a particular answer, once the answer is shown, I would provide feedback about why that answer is a correct answer and why they may have messed up about the incorrect answer. This game has kept students active, engaged, and reflective about what they know and what they need to review. So in conclusion, this strategy helps improve instruction by giving instant feedback about what students know. I, as a teacher, can quickly identify learning gaps and adjust my teaching. It also helps to see if students understand key concepts or need more examples, or if I need to reteach part of the lesson. Also, it keeps students engaged, so I get more accurate data about their understanding than I might from a paper quiz. What might I change based on results? If the quiz shows how many students missed a particular question, I might start the next class by revisiting that concept with a visual model or maybe a group discussion. If only a few students struggled, I could pull a small group to the side and review with them while other students moved ahead. And then possible variations would include grade levels. So this can work for elementary through high school. You would just have to adjust the question difficulty and content. Content areas, it can be used for any subject: math, grammar, history, science, etc. And then technology, you can use a Kahoot, a Quizz, or maybe even a booklet, GimKit, or even a Jeopardy PowerPoint for low tech settings. Thank you.